Welcome to the weekend edition of the Nightly Nuge, which is the culmination of the Ted Nugent birthday week. I hope you had a great week, Ted, and your weekend is already starting off well.
I'm having a wonderful week. The hunting is great. I had a camp full of hunters for Hunter Nation. Please join us at hunternation.org. A bunch of great families came out here to Spirit Wild Ranch. We had some great barbecues and some great trophy animals put on the ground. A lot of fun, a lot of laughter, a lot of fire-breathing guitar playing. And right now, during my birthday week, once again, we have the Ted Nugent annual birthday bash hunt at Spirit Wild Ranch. Great men, great families. And then coming up soon, they'll have the Ted Nugent annual New Year's Eve Hunters Bash at Spirit Wild Ranch. Of course, they're sold out this year, but there are a couple spots left for next year. So you go to tednugent.com and you can be a part of my personal, private, inner circle campfire birthday and New Year's Eve bash. But I'm having the time of my life. I'm entering my 75th year with much aplomb. And the piss and vinegar factor is going up, Keith. This is a beautiful thing. God loves me. God really loves me.
You know what, Ted? I've been on many of those hunts. And really, it's not the hunt that would make people want to come down there or up there and share the campfires with you. Obviously, the hunting is awesome, whether you're hunting an exotic, a whitetail, a wild hog, or whatever it might be. But what people are getting into when they come to those events is to be able to sit around the campfire or the breakfast table or whatever it might be and hear the uncensored, unfiltered, like you have one anyway, Ted Nugent. I mean, that's really what the event is, Ted, for those people that are thinking about signing up or the people that have already bought one or are planning on coming. It's just the opportunity to share personal time with you. And I think it's special.
It really is special. It's very intimate. And again, I call the best people in the world shit kickers. I mean, working hard, playing hard, get up early, be the best that you can be, earn your own way, live within your means, save for a rainy day, help those in need. And that really defines those men and women that join me at my hunts every year here. And you're right. They do kill some great animals. We have some unbelievably delicious, beautiful, exotic animals from around the world, as do all the Texas ranchers out here, most of the Texas ranchers. Those are 3 magnificent black buck and a scimitar horned oryx. And it is a lot of laughter. You know, I'm a funny guy. I think I received, before the Freedom Fighter Award, I received the annual Richard Pryor Afro on Fire Comedian Award Lifetime Achievement because I'm a funny guy and we howl. We get fun stuff going around the campfire, but you're right. It's working hard, playing hard, real America, and I thank everybody who's joined me. I've been doing this now for over 35 years, and boy, have I met the greatest people in the world, just hard-working American families, really positive and really cocky. Everybody at the Ted Nugent Campfire is really cocky.
And you know what, Ted, I think right now, even at hunternation.org, there's still a raffle out there where people can join. You get an opportunity to be part of that. I know at tednugent.com, there's some still for sale for next year. And I've never been to one of those events, Ted, where the guitar doesn't come out. And that's really, for people that are fans of Ted Nugent, the musician, fans of Ted Nugent, the advocate for our Second Amendment and our hunting rights, I really think that's just so special that you just have to actually experience it to really understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there always is a young man in camp. We had Iden here from Long Island with his dad, Tracy, and he's a guitar player. And they always request, and I always respond by bringing a guitar and an amp, a Gibson Birdland, to unleash the beast. And I also whip out an acoustic guitar and play some hunting songs. I Just Want to Go Hunting, and of course the mighty spiritual Fred Bear song. And you're right, Keith. When I start playing the Fred Bear lick, there is a spirit in the room and around that campfire that is really, really special. And by the time the Fred Bear song is done, I become out of body. I become a floating spirit over the event, reminiscing Fred Bear and my mom and my dad, my brother John, and everybody has a Fred Bear in their life. But when I play that Fred Bear song at our annual hunts, It's very, very moving. Yes, you cannot keep the guitar out of my hands, so there's always a musical interlude in between the laughter and the discussion of family values and political atrocities and past hunting experiences and future hunting dreams. So yeah, it's a pretty special campfire. You go to tednugent.com, and we're booking now for next year. But if you're not having fun with me, you're weird. We have a really good time.
So, you know what, Ted, I do want to talk about one topic because it's in the news right now. Up in Illinois, they've got a bill in their legislature that would limit capacity to 10 for any firearm. And if the bill passes, then if you have such a weapon or magazine capacity, you have to register immediately. And if you don't, you become a felon in the state of Illinois, which is just crazy. I know personally, I do a lot of coyote hunting, and my coyote go-to weapon is a 223, a Remington 223 that I use. Certainly has more than a 10-round capacity. I've literally shot at packs of coyotes where I've expended more than 10 rounds at one particular pack. I also have, one of my go-to home defense weapons has more than 10 capacity in the corner by my bed. I also know that you're probably carrying right now with extra magazines in your pocket, and not one of my magazines or my conceal and carry piece has less than a 10 ammo capacity. I'm petrified that states would try to do this, not just in word. The president said he wants to do it, but Illinois is trying to do it. Well, what's your take on that?
We have incentivized extreme violence. We have given credence and tolerance to whining and complaining for the most petty, silly reasons, and it escalates into this where an evil person or mentally ill person or someone who's taking pharmaceuticals that are being pushed on him by a corrupt pharmaceutical and health industry, and their brains aren't working properly. There's all kinds of warning signals. No one responds to the warning signals, and then the mass shooting takes place. Those violators, those elected employees, they're violating their oath to the Constitution, because all these attempted bans, that would be infringing. It says shall not be infringed. They're infringing, and they're not going to reduce any crime. Please, everybody go to Crime Prevention Research, .org, the Crime Prevention Research Center under the great John Lott, and you'll see statistically that none of these bans, none of these capacity bans, none of these ammo bans, none of these platform and styles of weapon bans have decreased crime at all. The way you decrease crime is to keep bad guys locked up and to respond efficiently to people who threaten to kill innocent people. The answers are so simple. If you implement it like the guitar player from Detroit, you will have no shootings and no crime. That's what I have in my inner circle. And once again, when you infringe on the Second Amendment, and the Democrats have their dream, and their dream is a gun-free zone. And in every instance, it's the gun-free zone where the most innocent lives are lost. Think of the evil goals of someone who wants more gun-free zones where more innocent lives are lost. Fight these infringers with everything you have. Be sure everybody's a member of the National Rifle Association, Gun Owners of America, United States Concealed Carry Association, uscca.com or .org.
Hunter Nation.
You need to fight like never before. No infringements. Leave me the hell alone.
You know what, Ted? You've given me a great idea to end this week of your birthday week. You've got a guitar over your shoulder. You've used the phrase "kiss my ass" on multiple occasions. I think maybe we just play a particular love song you have dedicated to Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, all the governors that you mentioned, all the alphabet soup government agencies who are run by scam artists and criminals. What do you say?
Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my ass. Everybody gotta kiss my ass. Come on, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Come on, and I kiss.
my flame-throwing ass, you infringers. I'm bearing. Don't tread on me. Live it up. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy birthday to me every day. Happy Independence Day. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Veterans Day. Happy Thanksgiving. Every day. Merry Christmas.